power's out. Hello, good afternoon. It's Amy the Color Queen, and I have a new project. I have decided to turn myself into a pirate, but not just any pirate. I have decided to turn myself into my D&D character. Her name is Jiselle, and she is a pirate. I have right here beside me, out of frame, a bag full of my wonderful stuff. I have been prepping for this project for a couple weeks maybe. So here in my sack I have my fabric that I'm going to be using. I have this wonderful wool blend that I'm going to be using for the trousers, and I have this wonderful dark blue twill that I will be using for her jacket. The pants will look like this, but without the little skirt flap thing. The jacket that I'm working on is going to look like this one part right here. Hang on, come here, show up, there we go. This one right here. This is the lining for her jacket. It's a nice, very light gray that works really well with the pants. Unfortunately, I am terribly allergic to wool blends, so this is also going to be lined, even though it is not meant to be lined. Like just holding it right now is making my arms itch. It's been a great time. But yes, this is my project, and now we are going to get started with cutting everything out and all that wonderful things, and we will be doing it by the light of this window. So let's get started. Alright, so after crawling around on the floor for about an hour, I have it all cut out, well at least the pants, and now my arms and legs are itchy. I'm going to work on getting the pants together first, then go to the jacket. Also, the electricity came back on while I was working, but like, I just kept working in the dark. So that's also interesting too, so yeah. Okay, now sewing montage. Okay, turn one leg wrong side out and leave the other leg right side out. Slip the right side out leg into the wrong side out leg and pin right sides together, matching notches, center fronts and inside left seams. Stitch center seams into a large circle on back. Stitch again away from seam allowance between notches. What? Okay, so wrong leg, right leg. I'm very confused. And you just, like a sock? You stick them together like a sock? I don't understand how this is gonna work out, but you know, I'm gonna follow the instructions, because the times that I don't follow the instructions, it doesn't turn out okay. So, following the instructions, even though I'm confused. Okay, so matching notches here and... Okay. I think I get it. Oh, yeah, I get it now. Okay, sorry about that. I just wanted to document this in case it just went completely and totally wrong, but it didn't, so we're good. The instructions told me to fuse the interfacing and then cut off all the excess and all that, and so I did that with this thing, and I'm going to do with that, and then that thing, and that thing, and we just out here gribbling on the floor. Okay, I think I have everything pinned and ready to go now. This was a little confusing, but I think this is what it's supposed to look like. I hope it's what it's supposed to look like. And then all of this is ready to go.
Guys, I'm coming to a crisis, and I don't think I've ever had this happen to me before, but I think I'm going to run out of thread because my bobbin's out, and that's not looking good either. So, I have this, but it doesn't really match as well as that. So I'm just kind of... maybe I'll just get it like halfway, maybe. Hang on. Yeah, that's it. Okay. Here we go.
I took a break from sewing for a bit because life happened, but anyway, we're back to making Jiselle again. These are the cuffs of the bottom part of these pants. Yeah, they're like right there. They're hidden by those sock thingies, stockings, whatever. And so now we're working on these. It did take a little bit to figure out what the heck it was supposed to look like, so I didn't film that. But now we're going to be attaching these cuffs to the bottom of this and gathering and adding elastic and all kinds of fun stuff. So yeah, let's get to that. Alright, so I got this done. I wanted to get one of these done off camera so that way I know what I'm doing. And I did everything right except for the hickin' elastic. The elastic is now twisted up inside here and I really just don't want to bother with it. So it's just gonna stay twisted up in there forever. Alright, so it's a new day as usual because you can tell because I painted my nails. But anyway, I have gathered this with just by hand because I didn't want to mess with the sewing machine. And now it fits around my leggy very well. It doesn't really matter what these look like because I'm going to be taking these out anyway. They're just there to hold. And now I'm going to put this over it, like right sides together, and stitch it. But keep this open because this is where my elastic's going to go. So I'm going to just stitch it all, and then flip it, and then do a top stitch, and then add the elastic, and then it'll be dun 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 dun. Okay, some important things about hand stitching is that it sometimes just makes things stiffer. Right now, this is before I hand stitch it, so it's kind of floppy. And then this is after. So we have stiff, and we have floppy. I know that if I wore this jacket right now, it would be kind of flopping around like whoa. And plus it has my my chalk markings, so we're gonna sew that down so that way it stays away forever. But yeah, so floppy versus stiff. Definitely like the stiff version better, and gonna keep on trucking. update time on this outfit. As you can see, I have the hip skirt, what have you, already pinned in place just to see how it's going to drape and all that wonderful stuff, and to make sure that the pockets actually kind of make sense, and it does, so it's all good when it comes to that. What I did was I finagled with the sleeves off camera because sleeves are just awful, and I learned that actually hand stitching the sleeves in place is better because somehow I'm able to actually move my arms in this piece by just, you know, hand stitching it. Wild, I know. And then this I finagled with as well. I didn't film it either because it was just difficult and I was probably making it hard for myself. I will sew these and we'll show how I'm like whip stitching that into place, so that'll be there. But right now I'm going to take this off my beautiful mannequin and start working on the pockets. This is the fabric that's going to turn into my pocket. Clearly, they're not going to be that big. It's going to be like halved and such, but there's my victim of the pocketry, and I will stick in my pockets, and then I'll add the lining, and then I'll add the decorations, and then I'll be done. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, my phone's gonna fit snugly in there. It's about the size of my hand, so like, yeah. Stick that in there and we'll be good to go. Got the lining all situated. Then I'm gonna go around the whole thing. And then I'm gonna flip it inside out with using that waistband there. So, waistband, don't fail me. Alright, I got it flipped inside out. Now I have to wait for the iron to be done heating so that way I can press it all together, and then it's going on the waistband, and then we get to do the pretty silvery things, and then it will be done. Oh my gosh. Let's take so. Oh, is it done? No, it's not done yet. Dang it. It will be once it turns green though. this is Jiselle. She's my D&D character. She was my very first D&D character that I made, and I actually played in a campaign. To keep things simple, because she was a homebrew character, she's a rogue with like water magic tendencies. Like, she learns water magic throughout the campaign. She's a pirate. She has her own crew and everything, and I love interacting with them as Jiselle. She's a bit of an airhead, and she is half elf. There you go. there's the everything you need to know about my D&D character. There you go. But anyway, I look forward to wearing her at my campaigns in the future whenever it's not plague times. I really like the jacket. It's very warm. I was very warm outside. I really like the boots. I don't really like the pants because the pants are wool, and I found out through this project that I'm allergic to wool. My skin gets very red and irritated and extremely dry whenever I wear it, and so I had to line it with cotton. And I think I gained weight between making these pants and now, because I made the pants way back in May, and I'm wearing them now in November. Actually, it's the day after Thanksgiving, so no wonder they don't fit. But it took a little while to get them in. And so pants, I'd probably make them out of a different material next time if I were to do this project again. But other than that, I'm very satisfied with how this turned out. The wig took a little bit of time because of all the tiny braids. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, loves!